is far overdue. Skies are black and no one to call out to. Filtering breath singing in the cold air. 100 years of glory and sadness too. Nothing could compare to all you've been through. In this long despair, tears are falling, falling. River calling. Eyes are shut tight, can no longer fight. But don't you forget to keep your head up high. In this free tool of rebirth, the kingdom shines bright. So rise up from the ashes, dear one. Rise up brilliantly. Go rise up with the glimpse of vigor. Radiance of real beauty. No turning back, no making back. Bracing all the darkness. So rise up from the ashes, dear one. Glowing red and bold. Go rise up. Towards the altar of the scorching bright sun. Nothing can stop your journey, oh no one. Despite all the doubt, you keep flying, flying, all are crying. You're here at last, the time passed so fast. But don't you forget everything that's begun. In the burning flame you shine with a melodious cry. So rise up from the ashes, dear one. Rise up brilliantly. Go rise up with a glimpse of vigor. Radiance of real beauty. No turning back, no making back. Bracing all the darkness. So rise up from the ashes, dear one. Glowing red and bold. Go rise up. At times you get dragged onto the pit again and again. Well, just catch your breath this time, go rise up. So rise up from the ashes, dear one. Rise up brilliantly. Go rise up with the flames of vigor. Radiance of real beauty. No turning back, go make it back. Embracing all this darkness. So rise up from the ashes, dear one. Glowing red and bold.
Whoa.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. We're live in Tokyo right now, and we have everybody here. We have.
Why? Because I'm a G.
I'm J Mac.
I'm Sean B.
Yo, I couldn't hear you. Say it again.
Very loud.
No, say it like you mean it. Who are you?
Who?
What's your name?
I am Sean B.
What?
Okay.
Try again.
And I'm Childish.
And hope to be here as well.
There it is.
What's going on, guys? Hope everybody's having fun back home. Hope everybody's excited for tomorrow.
And so I think we're going to get right into the segment. We're going to be talking about SWC. So this is...
SWC Table Talk.
Table talk, baby.
Yep.
World Finals Table Talk, guys. Topa? Let's start with Topa.
Toba.
All right, what's the topic here?
First topic.
First topic is, let's go with...
who do you think is going to win?
Which region will have the winner? The final match, which two regions?
Asia Pacific against Asia Pacific.
Oh, wow. As someone who is representing...
Topa is a traitor.
He's definitely a traitor.
He is a traitor.
So as someone who's representing NA, what's wrong with Truewell and Ladrillo and Zizas?
Nothing wrong with
I'm
them.
just kidding.
I don't know. No, I get it. But yeah, historically, it's always Asia Pacific that wins, right? So it's like kind of the safe bet to bet on them. So
yeah, they're definitely a lot of times they're the favorite. It is a safer bet. It'd be nice to see America's win. A player from America's actually win one time.
yeah, we've been close twice.
While
Second place twice.
I'm still alive, I'd like to see it once.
Yeah.
So, going into, I think the only time someone else other than Asia Pacific, so Korea was the only other winner, correct? Right?
It's Chinese.
Well,
everyone else was Chinese, right?
Has everyone else? Was Mr. Chung also China?
Mr. Chung was China.
Mr. China
yeah.
represents Hong Kong, so China.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a debatable.
We don't need to get into that right now.
But more
So
importantly-
17 was Tomato.
Yep.
18 was Beat D. 19 was Lest.
Yep.
2020 was just the Chung.
2020.
21
Diligent.
was
Diligent.
Diligent, right?
Diligent,
2022 was Tars.
I remember. Sorry.
23 was Lest again.
Yep.
Let's see.
Oh,
So
Man.
it's a tough wall. So
America, do something.
yeah, and yes,
We've been close twice. Second
we've been
place
close.
twice.
But if you're not
Something.
first, you're last.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
No one remembers second place. Apparently, so, yeah.
Childish, who's your picks for the two finalists? Region.
2 finalists. I still have less up in there, and I wanted to see if Chiro can do it again, man. I feel like he's worked his butt off to get there. If not, if it does go Asia Pacific, then I think Kaylee and Bao will get up there too as well.
It's probably a big match right there. There's a big
Yeah.
possibility of an early round match between Kelly and Bao and Truewell, actually. Ferry, what are you thinking?
I mean, Les is so favored on his side of the bracket, so Asia Pacific for that side, and I'm gonna back Truewell. I'm gonna back Alex here.
All right. We got another supporter for Americas.
Yeah, yeah.
Sean B. from the Asian side. What do you feel?
no, he's part of NA.
Listen,
That's what he's
he
here.
lives in the Asian side, so he's part of the Asian side. His alliances are
No,
true to
dude.
where he is.
What if Ismu's gonna win? You
All
never
right, we
know.
can't hear you. You got to try again, bro.
Okay, get close to the mic,
Yeah,
man.
we can hear you.
What if Ismu win?
Ismu.
Yeah, you never
Ismu
know.
is a former guildie of mine, a longtime friend of mine as well. And who do you like on the other side? They against Ismu in the finals.
Who's on your
He's
side?
looking at his picks.
Do you know who's competing this weekend, Sean?
Are you here?
Can we help you, Sean?
Sean.
Are you here?
So
Jet lag. These jet lag guys.
Jet lag.
Wait, who's on the other side of Ismu?
Ismu on the other side. I think
Kill
he
him
does
out.
have to go through less, does he not?
Ismu has the
Yep.
left
Yeah.
side.
Through
Yeah,
last,
he has the
which is-
left side. Yeah.
Which
He's got
is-
the work cut out for him.
Yeah, but I went out with Ismu last night. He does have some new weapons. He has some new runes as well. I asked him to go out tonight to drink and have fun, but he said he won't be doing that and he'll be joining us
Definitely focused.
after. So he's going to be focused. Personally, Truell's my guildie, my friend. I always have been hang out, working with him, talking with him, and I would love for him to win. But he's also told us over and over again, never vote for him. He doesn't believe in that.
Yeah, yeah.
He believes that that's bad luck. So I truly want Truell to win. But most of these players we've met one way or
Yeah,
another.
I
They're
mean-
friends of ours, right? So it's just we
Absolutely.
want great matches. We want game fives.
Yeah, before I give a final analysis on it, I mean, my opinion, of course, we always want Truewell to win. America's, first of all. Secondly, Gildy, longtime friend of mine. Honestly, like a brother to me. But, as you heard the rest of the panel say, I mean, everybody had a little bit of Lest in their comments. And, it's really hard to vote against Lest. He's just the guy, you know what I mean? He's won twice before. It's hard enough to get here. Not only has he gotten here, he's won twice, so it's very hard to bet against him. But I think overall, like Jeff was just saying, even though a lot of the guys aren't from Americas, we've been to so many of these competitions, been to so many of these meetups, things like that, these great things that have come to us have held. So we've become good friends and good comrades with everybody. We're friends with the Diligence, the Less, we're friends with the Kelly and Bows and the Big V's and the True Whales and, all the Europeans, of course, your Ismus, your Babos, your Nefs, guys like that. We've all become good friends. We all hang out. It's a lot of competitions, a lot of banter, a lot of, crap talking, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, everybody's nice people here. Everybody gets along. And when the show is not on, everybody gets along just right, So to me, like I said, all the years of Summoners War now, the best part of it for me, and I think a lot of these guys on the panel could agree, is that, friendships and camaraderies have definitely been number one. And obviously the community has been number one. So keep on supporting the game, guys. Guys back home, whoever you're voting for, whoever you're hoping to win, I hope your choice wins. But regardless if they don't, be sure to, cheer on and support everybody else that's competing, because nobody has it easy out here. Everybody's fighting. Everybody's doing their best to win. So may the best man win, I think, is the best way to put this.
I think to talk about whether brackets and changes this year as well, we have 3 players coming from most region, except for I believe China has 2 players this year for the first time.
the open qualifier.
You can't discredit that Les has came out of China many, many times, being the number 1 player and going straight into World Finals. So this year we have a little change as well. And it's great to see new players, a bracket of 12 people now this year, which is really great as well.
I mean, speaking of that, I'm really happy about that change. It's something that I, when they ask me for my opinion on things, I've always pushed for was just give another person a chance to go out there and compete, And also it kind of gives the person that wins America's Cup or wins EU Cup or wins APAC Cup, whatever, a little bit more feel, because they get a bye now into the next round, right? They get a one step towards the end finish, So it brings more competition. It brings more people to plan for. It brings more, surprise, some more angst into the competition. So I think it really did a good job. And hopefully tomorrow it actually pans out to be that way. And like Jeff said earlier, we see a lot of Game 5s, a lot of good gameplay, a lot of the usual luck sacking. And then on top of luck sacking, a lot of the usual quality gameplay, because there is some of that always.
Question here. Now, you made a comment about surprises. One of the cool things that we as influencers get to see is we get a chance to meet all these people at the hotel, all the different players and whatnot. And all of us, like we said, we got a good relationship, and we get a chance to take a look, because they always say, hey, check this out. I got some ready to go. Now, I don't want to expose any of the players out here, but did any of the players this year show you something that you're just like, wow, this might shake something up this time around?
I mean, me for one, the one thing that always shocks me year by year is how much the rune quality gets better.
Yeah.
Every year I'm like, wow, that's fast. And then wow, that's fast. And then it's like, I'm thinking back, like, they can't be faster than this. And then the next year comes, it's like, wow, that's fast. And all of a sudden, like 2 years ago, you weren't that fast anymore. You know what I mean? Like, I know back home, and me myself, it's very hard to get good runes. I get it, guys. But these guys, they truly are here for a reason. They really put in the time. They put in the effort. And they get lucky, too, of course, because I do the same thing. But, anyway, they deserve to be here for a reason, because their rune quality.
Lucky?
No, I put in the work.
You just say that you got your lucky.
Sound
Lucky Pat.
stupid right now. Nobody believes. Nobody, stop it. You sound
I
ridiculous.
think one of the biggest surprises this year was seeing whether some playstyles change, players also hiding units. There will be some hidden units coming out tomorrow, I guarantee it. I already know some of the players. But I think the big surprise was even less Porter Yin Hong hit it, and it's perfect for his playstyle. And we're going to see what else less than other players have hiding. I know where he's hiding, so I can't really say too much.
I know for a fact 2-3 players already told me they pulled something new that they're hiding and not exposing until hopefully game time tomorrow. So there should be some surprises out there too. So maybe your favorite won't be so favorite when the person got a favorite pull.
Also, GGK units are available to be used.
That'll be interesting.
Not the Dragon Warriors, but the GGK units. I was really hoping America's Cup, my guilty Vinny was going to use Light Gojo, because it is a very usable unit at this moment. So we're going to see if anyone's going to bust out like the Tony
a surprise JJK.
Megumi.
Yeah, the Fire Megumi.
Fire Megumi is
very
probably
strong,
one of the
so-
most meta chain affecting units as of late. So we'll see if anyone's going to be using that as well.
It's definitely exciting. Definitely exciting to see all the potential surprises that we don't even know about. Because we've talked to all the players. I've hung out with all the players. I've been in a bus trapped with them going to a restaurant. I spoke to all of them. They showed me a lot of things, but there's some things they didn't show me. Obviously, there's some things they didn't show anybody. So I'm excited to see what I didn't see yet.
Now, last time they were showing some stuff when they were drinking.
Alcohol gives answers.
Yeah.
Sometimes truth, sometimes not.
But also, I like to point out that this year they actually, they've been as friendly as everybody's been. They've been a little more cautious with exposing stuff, because usually, like, once it gets to, like, competition time, everyone wants to flex, right?
Right.
How fast you're fast set. How fast you're fast set. Everybody starts exposing themselves inadvertently. But this year has been a lot more like, I'll show you tomorrow night after the competition. So everybody's been really doing a good job of hiding stuff from each other and from the random influences and stuff that are here. Just to you don't know who's friends with who, right? So you got to be a little careful. So it's been really good. They've been really hiding, doing a better job. And on top of the hiding thing this year, I guess you could say too that a lot of the competitors aren't really streamers either. So like a lot of times when the competitors are streamers, their stuff gets exposed on stream when somebody goes, hey, show me your Oki, show me your, so things get exposed that way. So this year there's not many streamers, so a lot of the stuff is actually top secret. So that's exciting as well.
So also on top of what I mentioned about the brackets, this is going to be, I don't want to discredit any player, but at the same time, who do you think has the easiest brackets and path to finals and...
I believe.
That's all, folks.
I think it was Neff that I was talking to as the easiest
I personally
route.
think Neff as well. Neff has a very great path to success. I think Chua actually has a very unlucky draw. Chua has a tough bracket because he will be fighting H-Frog or
the winner of
Bao.
H-Frog or Kelly and Bao, yeah, is who will be playing against.
And by the way, this is no discredit to Neff, Zezas, or Karomi. But I would personally love to be drawn into that because some of the other players have a little too many LDs too.
I mean, part of LDs is only part of the equation. The other part of the equation is like there's a lot of experience on this other side too. You know, like experience is a big thing because, you know, it's one thing to be at home sitting playing in your underwear. It's different when there's a big crowd in front of you. The lights are on, the cameras are on, the heat is on. That clock moves fast when you're drafting. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, like experienced players have experience both in staying calm and also being being clear-headed enough to be reactionary towards what's drafted against them, you know. So, because pick and ban is, you know, a big part of winning and losing. Obviously, luck is number one in winning and losing. But, you know, pick ban does play a part. So, at the end of the day, like, experience does go a long, long way.
Mm-hmm. You made a good comment about the experience, and then you said about comments like it's not about the LDs, and Les proved that last year. Right, 2023, not one LD5 used. He rocked it. He just absolutely crushed it.
Yeah. Les definitely does not need LDs to do it very well. He's proven it time and time again. But he did pull a good LD, so I think
now might be.
Les might be joining the
guarantee that
the
win.
light
For
dark
stuff
train.
that is leaked already or he has used already, Les added to his arsenal Julianne. That he actually had it for a while. He never really used it. Yun Hong that he's shown in APAC Cup, and those are two units that is very great for the way he plays. Although he can play any unit, like we've seen, he's shifted the meta. The last 2 years of Chandra was all because of last.
You know,
Obviously, with the
I mean,
low
you know,
bump as well.
the key to, you know, him having Yun Hong and Julianne is not so much picking them to use them. The key to Julianne and Yun Hong is picking them so they can't pick it against him. You know what I mean? Whenever you could take away a heavy pick like that from somebody, or at least force them to pre-ban if they don't have first pick or something like that, that changes the whole dynamic of the game. You know, versus like they know, hey, look, Les has no LDs. I don't have to pick anything until later. I can contest all the, you know, the Chandra cigars and things like that. Now it's like, oh, if I don't take Julianne quick, he might take Julianne against me. And just the fear of somebody with rune quality like Les taking the Julianne might make you pick a Julianne early and trap yourself, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Like we saw that in the Europe Cup between Ismu and Pinkroyd. You know, Ismu is a potential opponent for Les too, and Ismu was first picking the Julianne in EU Cup and then pre-banning it when they didn't have first pick. So, you know, that might be something to look out for.
Absolutely big edge whenever you could pick, ban, or take away something that somebody else needs. You know what I mean? It's a big deal.
Then what else would you like to talk about?
Let's hit up the Cinderella story here. Let's talk about Zezas a little bit, how he came up, how he came through the mints. And
That's very important.
that'd be,
Zezas representing America's region, someone who is, I believe, because let's be honest, we talk about money spent a lot. There's tons of juggernauts who have spent a lot of money, but there's also
I asked him this morning in the lobby how much he spent, and he said he spent about 1,000 reals, which is basically like $200 US. Wow. So
That's
that is
crazy.
very impressive.
very impressive.
Just to show you guys that a great part about this game of Summoner's War as
Whaling
well
is not everything.
Anyone can beat anyone at a certain level. Me and Topa just discussed this recently. Even for someone like Topa, who's competed over and over again, America's Cup, Summit, and everything else in between, his dollar spent value
Compared
is
to a
nothing
lot of the big
compared to
fish,
a lot of players like that. Publicly, we know has spent close to nothing. That's the cool part I would say about Summoner's War. It's because anyone can beat anyone, and I lose to C3s all the time. And Topo and I were talking about it the other day. It happens to him too. I think that's how fun it is. And now with how many units there are, there's basically counters to everything. And it's just how well you're prepared against your opponents in RTA, how well and like spread out your boxes is.
And
how
most
well
importantly, how good your RNG is.
That's it.
With RNG, anybody can beat anybody. The difference is when the rune quality is higher, you could survive one more bad proc. But if you get 2 bad procs, listen, it's very simple. I proc 6 times, you proc 0, you can't win. Doesn't matter who you are. You proc 6 times, I proc 0, I can't win. Segment misses, you lose. Cigar misses, you lose. Right? Juno strips nothing, you lose. Gianna misses everything, you lose. Sierra doesn't land a bomb, you lose. So at the end of the day, like RNG plays such a big part in the game. Obviously, the hard work, the dedication, the rune quality, the rune farming, the re-apps, things like that will always benefit you and make your account better. But at the end of the day, like, luck is a very, very big factor, because if it's not your day, everybody's done RTE knows this. Everybody could attest to this. When sometimes it's not your day, and when it's not your day, you have no chance against anybody. And that's just the nature of the beast. So at the end of the day, I wish everybody tomorrow has good luck. Everybody has their best RNG day, so we can see everybody have good RNG, and then see what happens when, the playing field is fair. Never.
Yeah, but I mean, as much as RNG does play a factor, there's definitely a lot of skill and everything involved here. Like we mentioned, Les makes it out here year after year and won twice. Like, that can't just be luck. That is not just luck. Like, it takes a lot of brain power and skills in the draft and even in the game. Targeting, target selection, threat assessment, stuff like that to make it work.
That comes down to basically a lot of experience. Both on the ladder and in competitive play. Like, his experience level is really what gives him that edge, because when you're out there wasting 15 seconds of your draft just thinking, he already thought of what he wanted to do. Before you even picked, he already knows what you're going to pick. He's already counter-picking you before you even picked your units. You know what I mean? And the experience gives you that. Instead of going like, oh, my God, he picked that. What do I do? How do I respond? All of a sudden, your clock's ticking. You're down to 9 seconds, and you panic, pick something wrong, and you basically concede a game basically for picking the wrong unit. Lest has that experience where literally he already has it all computerized in his brain that he picks this, I pick this. He picks that, I pick this. And it's just experience, guys. So, like, at the end of the day, like, play. The best way to get better in RTA, I tell everybody, is just play. You have to play. Nobody can just coach you, teach you, tell you what to do. Nobody can build your units and tell you how to play. The actual repetitions is what gets you there. The repetitions is what got Les there. The repetition is what gets everybody here at the World Finals.
Is how you gain experience and
always
what not
exactly,
to do, right? What to do.
Of course, a lot of people lose and they'll throw their phone or punch a hole in the wall, things like that. But when you lose, instead of being upset, you should always think about why I lost. At which point did I lose? Did I lose during the draft? Did I lose because the guy luck sacked? Because everybody blames losses on luck, right? And yes, a lot of times it is luck. But there's a lot of times it's a simple misplay, a simple mistarget, a simple bad decision, misread on the attack bars. Things like that make you lose. So instead of being upset, go watch the replay, recognize why you lost, and it'll help you become a better player going forward.
What was it? Speaking of the mistakes made or whatnot, obviously these guys are phenomenal players, and rarely do they make the mistakes. But every once in a while it happens. Out of the 8 players coming in today, was there anyone that kind of surprised you? Just flawless play throughout, like literally
12 players?
12 players, sorry. 12 players, excuse me. Was there anybody out there that you guys felt that just played absolutely flawlessly, regardless of luck or not? Like, they just play a solid game?
Except Les.
Pooh might be one of them.
I said Pooh. I think Pooh.
I would have said Pooh.
I was going to say Pooh.
Pooh played pretty clean. Even one of our American favorites, like Truewell, like he had some close calls coming through America's Cup.
He said, "You know what? If I played like this, there's no way I'm winning Worlds."
Yeah,
he
he's
literally
very honest.
said that to us. Watching Pooh and how he played, and also you can see that Pooh is investing so much time and effort. He's ranked 1 right now on the ladder. He's playing tons of game. I can tell you, the night after he won APAC, I saw him queuing right away.
It's called addiction.
It can be a passion, it can be addiction, but at the end of the day, that's an investment to him could be winning $100,000.
That's all the experience right there. That's the reason.
Tomorrow.
Right. There's a reason why sometimes these guys, they're extremely dedicated to their craft. Speaking of what J-Mac said, I was on stage with True. I was hosting America's Cup, and he told me right after, he goes, while we're on stage, before the cameras actually pan to us, he's like, if I play like that, he goes, I don't deserve to win. I have no chance, at the Worlds. He was very honest about it. He knows he didn't play well, so he really needs to step it up. And if he wants to win, he really, really has to step it up because, the competition is fierce. Definitely a lot of strong counts. A lot of LD units can be swinging around. A lot of crazy of those weird things that we don't, normal people like us don't know about. Those 240 Swift sets, can be floating around tomorrow. Things you can't imagine, these guys have. And True will definitely have to step his game up. Everybody have to step their game up because I think nobody's safe with their current playing style. And, I mean, you can't say Les is not safe, I guess, because that guy seems to be good no matter what happens. But everybody else is not safe.
There's a Michael Jordan in every sport.
Yeah, there is a Michael Jordan in every sport. He is a very, very big brain for the game. And again, nothing else. Even if you talk to him, you can tell you that it's all just from experience. You know what I mean? It really, really comes down to experience. So you get the reps in, guys, and if you want to be up here next year or you want to be up on the stage, you could be there too. You just have to play the game.
Don't think you can't, because we have seen players year after year come. Other players have dropped out and new players have emerged. Someone like Neff. I believe that's his first time entering into.
It's his second time.
Second
time
time.
in the EU Cup.
Okay,
and
EU
he
Cup. Okay.
did really well this
He did
time
very
around.
well.
I think Pooh's first time.
Was it Pooh's first time?
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah,
Who's
Pooh, I
first
think.
time.
That's really cool. Because I was able to go to Asia Cup and I was able to hang out with Sean B at the event. You should have seen the home crowd. The home crowd energy screaming for Pooh. It was incredible. The energy in the building was
I heard
It's
it.
like
I was like,
amazing.
there's no way.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way.
Like-
they were really like, yo,
I had
hometown hero.
I had my friends on the stage. I was like, man, I want Pooh to win. This is hometown hero.
Yeah, home field advantage, man. I'm telling you,
yeah.
there was definitely some home field advantage there. It was when I watched it, it was loud. It was loud every time he didn't do anything, and it was loud. You know what I mean? But when he started doing things, it just got louder. So it's definitely an edge, and that's why, like I said, it's a big difference when you're playing at home in your underwear, and when you're on stage in front of under the bright lights, in front of the big crowds. It really takes that home field advantage helps. But when you're not the home field person, it's a lot of adversity these guys go through. So these guys really give it their all for our entertainment purposes. Mm-hmm.
And then if we don't have anything in this segment, I do want to put on the iPad the exact bracket. I want if you guys to do your predictions on each bracket. This is, and I'm talking about this type of prediction, no hard feelings. This is what you believe in the game, not your friends, not anything. Who do you actually believe is going to take it? Round one, go ahead. Start from Topa.
Start with Topa.
All right, I guess, we're looking at Killian Bao and H-Frog. So, Killian Bao was the third-place finisher at APAC, losing to Pooh in the semifinals. And H-Frog was the lower seed qualifier from China. As he, lost to Lest in the final there. But here in this one, I'm going to have to take Killian Bao. He's a new competitor as well, actually. Speaking of, about the new competitors and whatnot.
Casually came in to sweep third place.
Exactly.
Casually.
But Killian Bao is looking very strong, and he's actually my favorite to win tomorrow as well. So
the whole thing?
Yep, the whole thing. So I'm going to take Killian Bao here for sure.
For Childish?
Same thing, Killian Bao. He deserved to take that win there. H-Frog, I don't want to take any credit from him, but Killian Bao's just been proven time and time and again through these legend tournaments that he can do it, and he looks really strong. He looks really good.
I think Killian Bao as well. I feel like his third place match proved like he should have been in that first place match instead. He had a whole sweep for third, and he does seem like the stronger competitor over H-Frog. But I hope it's a close series at least.
I want all series to go to Game 5.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
We want a
Yeah,
long
we
game.
want a long
And
game.
Game 7.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sean B, what do you pick, Sean B?
What
Can't
did
hear you.
This guy.
Of course, I'm going to pick Killian Bao.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly, I think everybody here at this table, I'm going to ask Pat as well, is going to pick Killian Bao.
I mean, it's very, very hard to vote against Killian Bao. H-Frog has been around before. He is very strong account, very talented. But, I mean, at the end of the day, Killian Bao's account, when you say an account that's just complete and has everything, the guy has everything. He's accomplished so much. He just never went for SWC, but, legend tournament after legend tournament, and now he decides, okay, let's just take SWC too, so he's definitely going to be one of the favorites going towards the end as well.
On top of that, Killian Bao is actually playing, he has been for the last 6 months, playing a comp that nobody else plays out of the meta. Eldong comp that nobody else is still running it in, I would say, top 100 right now. Have players tried to use Eldong? Yes, but not to his success. On top of that, if he doesn't want to run the Eldon comp, he still has his speed cleaves.
Team, yep.
Has the maxi cleaves. He has a lot of weapons.
Again, he has everything, and because, like Jeff said, nobody else is using that Yuldong comp. It comes down to it's very hard. Like I said, the biggest thing about this game is having the experience, and because nobody's using it, you can't really practice against it unless you're fighting him. So at the end of the day, it's very hard to fight something you don't see on an everyday basis. Everybody knows how to deal with Chandra Cigar. Everybody knows how to deal with, Gianna. Knows how to deal with Ragdoll, things like that. But when you don't see units, don't see common units, it becomes a pretty big advantage when people can't practice against it.
And then I guess next one is Zazas versus Kuromi.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take Zayas here. You know, our American representative. He beat me in the third place match
You
to
beat Topi,
be
be
here.
good,
So yeah, you know, I like Zayas. I think you know, I'm super happy for him to be here, and it was really nice to meet him in person as well. You know, now that he was actually able to make it out to the event. And yeah, Kuromi, you know, he did put a good showing in APAC. Did get second place, which is, you know, obviously nothing to you know,
scoff at.
Yeah, scoff at there. So, but yeah, I do have Zayas taking the second game here.
No. I would say I'm going to give it to Kuromi. Shouts out to Zayas one time. He
Another
worked
traitor.
his butt off to get it. Another traitor.
Mark that down, childish traitor.
Kuromi, I think is going to take this one.
I'm gonna have to back Zayas, man.
Oh.
He's got some strategical maneuvers and units that we haven't seen in a while. He can still play meta, but what he can bring out, I'm looking forward to see.
I'm looking forward to see the Kuromi Rakan, man.
The Kuromi.
But is he going to win with that?
Yeah, it's gonna pick out Rakan.
And he's going to win?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So to be honest, a Rakan against Val Ethna is actually a pretty big fight. You know, it's
That
an uphill
might be
battle.
something, yeah.
Yeah, that might be something. But because I do believe I saw Kuromi draft Lydia in the APAC Cup, so I will have to give it to Zayas. I don't know what he was doing. It made no sense at
He
all.
was cooking, bro.
Somebody was cooking.
himself.
Yeah.
Somebody was cooking.
Zayas, I think Zayas is a very clean player. He drafts very well. Kuromi has shown weakness. I'm not sure if he was having fun or trying new stuff out. I just did not like that personally. Zayas was overall very clean. Did he get kind of lucky? But I think going into those battles that he was going, he knew he had to get lucky. There's certain units that he put on Vial and how he built his account and played around it. I think he played that very well.
I mean, for me, I was able to meet Zayas in person, of course, obviously for the first time this time around, and super nice guy, you know, young kid, you know, he's really nice, real humble. I was told that he'll show me all his runes and he'll see that I'll be very impressed that he made it this far with what he has.
Yeah.
His account is definitely behind, according to him. I mean, but he, you know, the truth is, I'm going for Zayas here, not only because he's representing Americas, but at the same time, he is just truly, truly a humble kid. And, you know, he's so happy to have got this far that he has no expectations. And sometimes playing the game with having no expectations, you can be pretty deadly, you know, because you're not pressured, right? Like, he's won already. In his eyes, he's already won. You know what I mean?
Nothing to lose.
He has nothing to lose.
Only to gain, right?
Exactly. So,
and there are certain players that are on the list right now has everything to lose because they've
come close so many times. Exactly.
So far, I think. Quick detour is someone like Ricky Rageki. I was talking to him, and he had a really tough time during the prelims and into. He's an amazing player. We've seen him stream. We've seen him ladder.
Super smart player.
Pressure really got into him, and he said it's tough. And I think that's why Zayas does have that little white horse mentality that he can go all the way.
Yes, I really want to give my vote to Zayas here, and you know, I hope he gets as far as he can get. And like I said, no matter what happens, I can tell you right now that from the bottom of his heart, or unless he's a really good actor, he's very happy to be here, and just being here is more than enough to him, and he's already won in his eyes. Moving on, Topa to the next rack. Yeah,
Startic Ladrillo.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Ladrillo here. Not again because he's, you know, American representative, but well, I experienced, you know, his wrath firsthand as well. He did take me out in.
Yeah, he beat Topa, so he's got.
Yeah, he beat me as well there, you know. So
he beat the reigning what was it?
Summit
champion.
Yeah. But yeah, he has a very strong account, been legend twice, and you know, just super strong account with that speed team. And I know Startic is fast as well, but, you know, Ladrillo, I think it just has a bit more tools in his box to be able to take Startic down here.
Yeah, same way, man. I got to go with Ladrillo. Yes, sir.
Ladrillo.
We'll take him down.
Ladrillo as well, man.
No, here we go. No traders this time, right? Anybody else?
No.
Traders?
I can't trade her because after you guys shamed me on the last one, I got to
trader.
Okay, sorry.
Oh.
Okay, that's fine. Reasoning.
Because I beat Ladrillo twice before.
Ooh. Oh. I mean, if you lose to Sean B, you're terrible.
Yeah, never mind.
If you lose to Sean B, you are terrible.
We got Jacob.
All right, change
So
my
you're
vote.
telling me you've never
I
beat
changed my
Startic?
vote.
I've never met Startic. It's too far
Wait, you
away.
haven't played him on the ladder?
Ladrillo was ranked 1 for the longest time.
I got him when he was climbing. I got him.
He got him before he was good.
But okay, so personally, I pick Ladrillo not because he's part of America's region, but seriously, I've seen his account, seen his units, seen his
Stupid.
runes.
It is
And
crazy
the
account.
speed that he has carrying. I'm not going to leak some numbers. I've seen some numbers, and it's nuts. It's something that we all dream of having.
I'm going to go with Ladrillo. But when you talk about his speeds, I'm telling you, I know both his speed and Stardic speed, and they are both very, very fast, is all I can tell you. And Stardic actually has really crazy runes, but the edge goes to Ladrillo because the extra LDs, the extra account
Support
strength,
it,
the extra units, it just gives you another edge, right? Because when you have crazy Swift sets, it's probably on two very common units, two common contested units, and Ladrillo has the runes on units that aren't as contested, so like he might get that speed through, whereas Stardic might not get his speed through. So I'm going to have to go with Ladrillo here.
And the next one.
Moving on to the next match,
Kanitama.
Kanitama and Ismu. Yeah, I'm going to have to go for Ismu here. You know, Kanitama is the Japan open qualifier here.
Home field advantage, man. Home field advantage.
Yeah, home field advantage might come in hard here, but you know, he played. It's been a few months now since he played, you know. So
That is also true. They were the earliest region too.
Yeah, earliest. That was the very first tournament
That's
that
true.
already ended a while ago, and you know, Kanitama obviously very well done, you know, winning that and you know taking that spot there. But Ismu, you know, he took down Pinkroyd already, and he's looking at, you know, his account is very, very strong. Definitely an overlooked player, I would say.
Yeah. So that's a good way to put it there. The overlook, like definitely one of those characters because we're always thinking about all these top-notch players that continuously make it through. So yeah, we'll give the love to Ismu myself. What do you think?
I'm actually going to go with the home crowd favorite. I'm going to go with Kanitama, actually.
Fair.
I think he can pull off an upset against Izmir.
Ooh.
Going to be tough, though.
That's
but
what I was going to say. This is probably the one that's going to be an upset if they
Yeah.
have it. This wouldn't be an upset. Yeah. Sean B, get off your phone.
No, I'm looking at Kanitama. I'm
You
like,
forgot what he uses. It's been so long that he doesn't know what he drafts, what he uses. He's actually making an analytical play here.
Sean, you know who's playing tomorrow?
Kanitama is Yonhong Kovachi. I'm voting Kanitama.
Yunhong Kavarchi.
Yeah, but Ismu is Gianna Yunhong.
Oh, yeah,
and
true.
all those.
It was everything. Doesn't count.
Okay, so Ismu has been a guilty of mine. His account is incredible. I would like, it's insane. Like Ismu is played very well against Pinkroyd, played EU Cup, and he's been here. He's been in
Multiple
finals
times.
multiple times.
Yes, this one's very, very seasoned. Very
So
seasoned
he's very
player.
well played. So other than the home crowd advantage, I would love to see Ismu, and I do believe that he's going to push through. And he's a closer friend of mine than.
I mean, if you guys have time to actually, again, a good friend of mine, guilty for me for a long time. But if you guys have a chance to look back at last year's when Ismu got knocked out, he missed everything. So RNG wasn't on his side, but Ismu is a very, very, very formidable opponent, formidable account. People may not see or understand or respect the magnitude of his account, but he is just as strong as anybody else in this list. He doesn't have the 60, 70, 80, 90,000 LDs that everybody else has. He has 21. But somehow he got all 21 good ones. I don't know how it happened. But Ismu is definitely super, super formidable, super strong. And definitely my vote goes to Ismu. And definitely don't count him out against, if he does get through when he fights Pooh in the next round. Definitely don't count out Ismu because he is super experienced, very powerful account. And again, not the most LDs, but all good ones somehow.
One thing to add, too, with regards to Ismu, I hope that he's one of the persons that can push through the ranks and move all the way up, because if there's one person that will truly show how excited he is, how animated he is, it's Ismu, and that's what this game needs. We need people excited.
Yes.
I remember the first time I saw him with the fist one, I was like, yeah, as it hit that thing, I'm like, yes, so he was like super hyped for that.
Yeah,
and,
there's a few guys on this list that would probably be super excited if they won, and I could see a few names that probably wouldn't even smile, and that annoys me.
Yeah.
But 2019, when Lest won, I yelled at him on stage because he didn't smile. When he won again last year, I yelled at him again for not smiling.
Right.
Like I said, regardless what kind of person you are, you just won $100,000. The least you could do is smile.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So people that don't smile, I don't really want them to win. I want somebody to actually, embrace the feeling, because the crowd's hyped for you. People back home are hyped for you. All these guys have their own fans wherever they're from, even not where they're from. There's fans everywhere. Show your fans a little bit of respect, and if you do happen to win tomorrow, smile. You know what I mean? You don't got to fist bump. You don't got to dance. You don't got to celebrate. just smile, man. It doesn't cost anything to smile.
Tomato, do you have anything to say to your fans? No.
Yeah.
He's like $100,000. That's cute. That's a rounding error. Like, like
It's not about the money at the end of the day. It's about just respect for your supporters
I think
and respect
Tomatoes
for
was
your
only 20 grand,
competitors.
sorry.
Yes, Tomatoes was 20.
20
BT,
grand, right?
BT
Yeah.
was 30.
Yeah.
And then after the BT year, it started being 100.
now going into the quarterfinal round two. So it's a little different because everybody has their own choice on who they believe. So please list out who you think is who is going to come out of round one into who's fighting round two.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I said Kellyanne Bao would be taking down H-Frog, and I think Kellyanne Bao is going to continue his win streak and take down Truewell as well. You know, Alex did mention, Alex Truewell did mention like after America's Cup that he didn't play well, and you know, he needs to step it up tomorrow. Or you know, with what I've seen, I guess I'm going to have to go for Kellyanne Bao over Truewell.
Now I gotta go up against him because I say the opposite. I got Kellyanne Bao winning, but I'm going to say Truewell simply for the exact reason you're saying. He said he wasn't playing that well, and he needs to, you know, change it up and do better. And I think he's going to be doing that. I think he's going to put a little more effort into it. He's won this title more so than anything he's had. It's been a long time coming. So, yeah, that's
only thing
I got
missing.
him going, True. I got you going, baby.
I had Kellyanne Bao in the first round, and I think Alex is going to take this over Kellyanne Bao because I think, or Truewell, I think he's researched enough. He's done more preparation. I think he's ready to get back into the finals.
No.
I think we might have the most serious person and the most relaxed person fighting.
Do you think Kellyanne Bao's going to wear sandals again?
Exactly, dude. He's like, whatever, dude.
That's the
Yeah,
best.
I mean, if you see Kelly Bao walking around here, like to caveat off of that, like he don't really look like he cares.
So smart. Kelly was going to win.
He has the billionaire's walk, you know that? Not a care, a retired billionaire,
Yeah.
not a care in life. And you know what? That's actually might play into his favor. He's relaxed. He's just going to do a quick RTA match like
He's
he
just
does
doing some
normally
ladder, you know?
Just ladder.
on the washroom. You know, that's what it feels like. He's just doing another day in the ladder. I think no matter what, I have to pick Truewell just because Truewell does have the experience over Kellyanne Bao no matter what. Kellyanne Bao I saw his nerves in a sort of way at APAC be live because that's why he got third place, right?
Yeah.
He still had his nerve. He was kind of casual and everything, but you can still see certain stuff didn't affect him. Right? Truewell has that experience.
And that goes back to the experience thing, exactly.
Truewell has been there over and over again. 2 live wins in America. Was it back to back? Yeah, it was back to back. The first America's back to back, and I can't tell you enough that how much he wants this. This is his final piece that he needs, and truly, the passion will push him through.
I mean, hanging out and being in the same hotel as all these guys. I see the Asian guys. Hanging out, chilling a lot more.
No,
The Asian guys, the actual Asian ones.
No.
yeah, most of them are Asian.
What?
The third guy, and the fourth guy.
3 of 8. Those odds aren't even good for you.
They
1 of
were,
8, maybe.
they're hanging out more, having fun more. Truewell, you don't see him very much. He's in his room. He's doing homework. He's practicing. It does mean a lot to him. Of course, his advantages, like you said, with Kellyanne Bao just not caring. Because not caring takes the pressure off of you. But like Jeff said, you did see during the Cup that the pressure did hit him a little bit. Had some facial expression changes. You saw the sweat coming out, basically. And in terms of Truewell, like the experience, like Jeff said, and the constant focus. Like he really does he puts forth the work it takes to be where he's at. You know what I mean? Granted, you're talking about 2 guys that probably don't care about the prize money. If they tell them they'll pay you the prize money if they could just win. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Like the prize money doesn't mean a lot to either one of these guys, honestly, from what I could tell. But it's the pride of winning. But Truewell does want it more, in my opinion. So I'll give the edge to Truewell because he wants it more. But honestly, discussing with Truewell his match history through the ladder against Kellyanne Bao. Truewell told me he's on like 40% win rate against him. So like Kellyanne Bao does win more against Truewell when they go heads up. But again, going heads up when you're home in your underwear and going heads up when the lights are on, the heat is on, the people are on you, the crowd is going off. it's a whole different ball game, and I think the crowd got to Kelly and Bao a little bit, and we'll see tomorrow if the crowd gets to either one of them. But I think when it comes to the experience, Truewill can handle the crowd a little better, I think.
And then the next again is
Back to Topa.
Topa for the Neff bracket.
Yeah. So I have a Zazas winning the first round, so it'll be Neff versus Zazas. And actually, in the in-game prediction event, I took Zazas over Neff. But I actually met Neff for the first time last night, and I did a one wing on his account too. I picked like garbage, and I still won. Like, man has some insane runes and units. So I think I'm gonna have to change my vote here to Neff. Originally also Neff plays pretty meta of like the Ragdoll as well, so it has a little bit. Pretty similar style to the way I play. And Zazas, again, was able to take me down at America's Cup. So that's why originally I was going for Zazas beating Neff. But yeah, since last night, I'm going to have to change my vote. And I think Neff will be taking down Zazas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember I did the trader with the Zazas. I went for Kuromi, but Kuromi's not going to make it past Neff. Neff takes it down.
I had Zazas going during the first, but I think Neff is going to take down Zazas, unfortunately. His rune quality, his speed, he's just built different, I feel.
I'm picking the Korean. This is a Korean game. I'm picking the Korean.
Yeah, that's what.
Impeccable reasoning right
how
there.
many Koreans have won?
This goes back to Wycuz's 2018 beat D button, the come to us proc button,
At least the Korean will make it to semifinals.
Yes. The Koreans always have their come to us button, the proc button, the violent proc button. So, I see where Sean B's going with this one. I did have the same agreement back in 2018 that when they need a proc, they press the button, man.
So for me, I would take Neff over Zazas. I believe that they both play a ton of games. They both do very well on the ladder. But Neff's account is just so much more dominant. Whether it's the units or the runes, even the artifacts. Neff has been my guildie for quite a while as well, and we saw how insane his runes are and how much effort and money he puts in as well. So I do have Neff over Zazas.
I did see some of Neff's runes yesterday, and then the day before. Super nice guy, by the way. Real jumbo giant dude, but pretty gentle, pretty nice guy. Super friendly and things like that, but when you have a guy like him arguing with the guy like Thompson about who's faster, how fast is your fastest? I think I'm faster. If you could argue in that ball game with the Thompsons and the True Whales, and the Madream D's and stuff of the world, like, your runes are nuts if you could be part of that conversation. So I think Neff's runes and, having Ragdoll and things like that are going to, be very, very, very tough for Zazas to combat, So I really think, as much as I'd love Zazas to win, I really think he's going to have a tough time against Neff.
All right, moving on to the next match, the all-anticipated Lest match here.
Let's save time. All in favor of Lest, raise your hand. Sorry, Rodrigo. Sorry, Stardic. But, Lest is just Lest. I mean, everybody here just been saying it for days. It's the world against Lest. You know what I mean? So
he's the person who's won twice, and someone who has constantly shifted the meta. I've seen Lest over and over again use units that nobody ever uses. I believe
100%. We never, ever did he copy the meta. He has transcended the meta. He has created the meta. Everybody that's sick of Chandra Cigar this whole past year is because of him. So if you want to vote against him for that reason, that's a good reason. But I mean, he created the and then the previous
Charlotte,
right? Exactly.
And then during those moments, if you guys don't know, I follow a lot of the Asian tournaments as well. Was the Royd? He first picked Royd. He created a whole meta around that, and everybody was just so confused. So I would say he's one of the smartest players in Summoner's War for what he has as well, and he does very well. So.
I mean, on top of being a genius, in that aspect, it's understand something. When you create a meta, when you create something new, that gives you such an edge because nobody has played against it. Like, whatever he's been doing the ladder, whoever's pulled him on the ladder, whoever's formed the ladder, I can almost guarantee you that tomorrow, that draft that he puts out will be nothing you saw against him on the meta. 100%. He'll play something completely new, throw you off your game. So, like, people that are planning for Lest, doing homework against Lest, this is what gives him the edge because you're planning for what you think he's going to do, and he will always do not what you're thinking. And that's where he really gets the edge because now you're really pressed for time. When he picks a unit, you don't even know what it does, and you're holding down skill 1, you're holding down skill 2, and you're holding down skill 3 and trying to read the paragraphs that Comp2us gives you. And by that time, you have 4 seconds left to pick, and he already won the game.
Yeah,
you
but
know
don't
what
forget,
I mean?
Sean B has beat Lest.
Did I?
Have you? I remember you
I
did
beat
that on
H
stream
Raw.
before.
I beat
No,
Mini-
I
I
remember
beat
you beat
Mini
Lest. I remember.
Oh, I beat Les once.
Yeah, I remember you beat Lest. So you know what?
Les sucks, then. If you lose to Sean B, you are terrible.
But yeah, another quick thing just to talk about. The element of surprise is so important in these tournaments. It's not ladder. It's nothing. That's why you see players like Colin Bao putting their Gianna on Swift, although it's on paper, Gianna should be on Violet no matter what in this meta. And Colin Bao is the one who puts it on Swift. Just to
I'll
do
speed
these-
enemy Sonya.
Yes, yeah, about that. So it really does show that these elements of surprise and less. Right now, if I were to do, I think I'm Topa as well. If you were to do homework on Les, it's very hard. You don't know what he's actually gonna do. But most of these players that we see on the list right now, we know what idea they're playing. Like Kylan Bao's gonna go Aldong and stuff like that. So that's what I'm trying to think.
Yep, exactly. You know, yeah, the element of surprise, like, you know, there's a big part of like preparation is, you know, studying your opponents and everything. But like, how do you study less when, you know, he's gonna bust out something new? Then that's gonna be the meta for next year. But then everyone else is gonna play, so it's like a year ahead of
against
everyone.
Les, you have to study the 85 units that nobody's ever picked before. Those are the
I
ones you
do
got to
believe
study.
Zyros is going to come into play. This is not advice, by the way, for the players if they're watching right now. But I do believe we're going to see a new unit that's going to come into meta in the next few
Yeah,
months.
like I said, you want to prep against Les. Just start reading what the units you've never seen before do, because he might pick one of those against you. He will very likely pick one of those never before seen units against you and start studying. All right, Topa, let's take it away with the winner of Kanitama Ismu versus Pooh.
Yeah, so I had Ismu winning in the first round, but I do have Pooh winning in the second round. You know, as much praise we did give to Ismu, we also did mention Pooh was probably, arguably, maybe the only player that had like a flawless performance in the regionals. You know, like I mean, obviously from the winners, you know, Les actually did come from like Les did end up losing a match as well, and then you know, Neff had some pretty good RNG, and as we've gone over, you know, Truba Alex wasn't really happy with the way he played, so Pooh might have been the cleanest, the best drafting. So I think Pooh is going to take the round 2 over Ismu there.
I got Pooh as well. Taking it for Ismu there, Pooh versus Ismu. However, you know, if there was an upset, this could be the one where maybe Ismu gets it. So you know, never know.
I had Pooh over Kanitama. I think Pooh's just... He seems so confident, honestly, going into this stuff. Like, his rune quality as well. It is so deep.
Sure.
I picked Pooh because he's from my country.
Oh, yeah.
So he's not fully a trader, only half trader.
Gotcha.
I'm going to have to pick Pooh over Ismu. Ismu's my friend. His account's amazing. But Pooh is such a clean player. And because of Pooh, half of your cup decided to rune up Chow, thinking that their Chow's going to do as much damage as Pooh's. And that really changed how EU Cup played out. Because when
A lot of useless chows.
yeah, there was a lot of useless Chows in EU Cup, especially EU. Not even EU Cup, prelims of EU. And Pooh was the one who busted out the Chow in prelims. And it really changed up how... It even made Rageki useful.
Yeah.
We don't talk about Draco, okay?
No, I talked about Chow. I don't really talk about
Draco.
Keep using Draco and Chow.
Yeah, no, but just it really changed a lot.
I told Ricky, I'm like, you want to win? He's like, yeah. I said, don't pick Draco. He didn't listen. Anyway, that's what we were talking about. For me, I'm still sticking with Ismu over Pooh. Pooh played very clean. Pooh also, you know, feeling on top of the... Pooh also got a good edge in the beginning. He got to face Diligent. Beating Diligent, you feel like you're on top of the world. You feel like you're a king. So the rest of the day, you're going to play confident. But this is a matchup where, again, I think because I think it's Pooh's first time, and Ismu's been around for a long time, I like to stick with the experienced player, and I'm really going to lean towards Ismu's experience, pushing him through. And, of course, again, like... Everybody remembers what Pooh does, and I believe, honestly, if everybody thinks about it, they probably don't think Ismu has a great account, but I'm telling you guys, his account is right there with all those top dogs you see. His account is super deep, super strong. Rune depth is super strong. And, again, the experience, I think, will supersede Pooh's performance. And, yeah, that's my vote. It's going to Ismu.
And then now we down to, I believe, the semifinals.
Yeah, top 4 players left. So yeah, I had Kellyan Bao beating Drew Well. I think was I the only one that thought that Kellyan Bao is beating Drew Well? But either way, Kellyan Bao and then Neff was also moving forward. But here I do think that Kellyan Bao is going to be going to finals.
Yeah, I got Truewell on my semifinals going into the finals.
I have Truewell and Neff in the semifinals, and I think Truewell is going to take it over Neff.
No, I think Kellyan Bao's going to do it.
So obviously, I picked Truewell. Out of Truewell and Neff, I do believe Truewell does have the experience and edge over Neff.
I'm going to also take Truewell. Kellyan Bao really depends how his nerves hold up tomorrow. I really think it's a close match between Kellyan Bao and Truewell. They're both ridiculous accounts, all on the same level, right? Room quality right up there, units right up there, you know. But again, same reason for Ismu. I go with Truewell. It's the experience. I think experience does play a big part. And as you get further along in the tournament, the pressure rises, the pressure mounts. And for somebody that's been in the final match 2 times, or being a winner even and being around so many times, it's such an edge to be able to play under that pressure because the pressure doesn't get lighter. You know, winning, like for Pooh, when he beat Diljit, the pressure went down, you know? When you get to the World Finals here, every match, the further you get, the pressure gets higher, and I don't think Kellyan Bao can handle the pressure, in my honest opinion, so I really give it to Truewell here.
And then we're going into the finals, right?
No, we're going to the lower,
the
second semifinal here. So yeah, I had less than Pooh in that semifinal, and I'm going to do a hot take here. I think Pooh's going to take it. I mean, as much as we did say, you know, Les is going to bring out some that he's not using.
Killer Pooh.
He's not using on the ladder, but you know, from what I've seen from Les, again, you know, he's probably not going to play what's playing on the ladder, but he has not been. I haven't been a huge fan of what he's playing on the ladder currently. And Pooh, again, is rank 1 on the ladder. Yeah. And I think that just, you know, does speak volumes to, like, his performance and, like, how well we saw him perform in APAC, you know, taking down Diligent, previous champion, taking down Kellyan Bao there, and then taking down, you know, Kuromi in the finals as well. So I actually do have Pooh beating Lest.
Champion Killer Pooh.
Champion Killer Pooh. While his performance was amazing tonight, we made praise to that. We've got to go back to the experience thing, so I got Les taking Pooh over the semifinals.
I got Les over Pooh.
Pooh for me.
Yeah.
For me, it has to be Les. I do have a pretty good relationship with Les. I've spoken to him, the way he thinks, the way he plays, and I know what he has hiding in stock as well. Yeah. So I will have to give it to Les.
I'm going with Les.
Enough said.
Sorry, Ismu. That makes the finals for most people. Kellyan Bao last. Oh, no, it's actually for everybody. Yeah, Topa, go.
Yeah, I think it's pretty split there. I have Kellyan Bao and Pooh in the final. So this would be the third time that they actually face off. They faced off in the prelims. Kellyan Bao beat Pooh 3-1 in the prelims. They faced off in APAC Cup. Pooh beat Kellyan Bao 3-1. And I think it's going to go right back to Kellyan Bao. Now Kellyan Bao is going to take.
Is it going to be 3-1?
Wait, but it's best of 7. Oh no.
Oh, is it 3-1?
The script is ruined. But yeah, I do have Kellyan
speech.
Bao is going to win the entire tournament tomorrow.
I have Truewell and Les in my finals, and for the first time in the history of the Summoners World Finals, the America's Cup is going to be coming home. It's going to be home. The title's going to be coming home to Americas.
We hope.
Yes,
we hope.
It's going to be coming.
I had Truewell and Les, and I think it's going to be 4-3 to Truewell.
I think I had Pooh and Kellyan Bao, and Pooh's going to beat Kellyan Bao again.
That's a lot of dongs.
Yeah.
So, Truewell's my friend, like I said, and so is Les. I'm a lot more closer with Truewell. He's a Guildian of mine, but I personally believe if it's a game of best of 7, there's a way higher chance for Les to take it, just because Les is able to adjust a lot better than Truewell, I do believe, personally, and he's able to throw more curveballs in the game as well. And I personally, deep down in my heart, Truewell, I do really want to win, but as an analytical standpoint, in my personal opinion, it would be Les.
All right, and to finalize, to cap it off, my finalists were Truewell and Les as well. It does go up a lot to what J-Mac just said. If it comes down to a best of 7 and it gets to a game 6 or 7 kind of area, there's a big edge to a guy like Lest because, again, experience and flexibility. I don't think Alex, granted, Truel has a lot of units. He doesn't have the flexibility and the adjustment level in the short amount of time that, a big brain guy like Les has. So if Alex is going to win this finals, he has to do it quick. It has to be within 5 games. He has to win 4 out of the first 5 because once he gets to 6 or 7, I don't see Alex being able to transition like with Lest. So if he doesn't win early, it's going to go to Lest. My pick is still going to be Alex Truel. But again, very hard to bet against Lest. I wouldn't bet $1 on it. You know what I mean? But with that being said, guys, hopefully we gave you guys some good insight. Yep. Hopefully we try to give you our best analytical experience. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for hanging out. We're live in
Tokyo.
Incredible. It's a lot of us first time in Tokyo as well. And not just that, I do hope you guys join us in watching the SWC World Finals tomorrow. I believe
25 and a half hours.
It's 25 and a half hours. We need everybody to watch. We need 300,000 viewership to get. Let's be honest, we're gonna get an SWC score, aren't I?
I need that, man. I need that.
And I just had this saw yesterday. Someone posted on social media. They pulled 2 and 2 scrolls, a Gianna and
a Julianne.
So it's gonna. Okay, let's be honest. If we all watch it, it's gonna be one of us, right? Someone's gonna hit sooner or later, right?
Somebody here will hit.
Yeah, somebody watching. Somebody here. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us. Please watch live. I believe there is gonna be a lot of streams. That is covered in tons of languages. Oh, and also we do want to show. Something just before we go. Me and Sean B actually showed this at the APAC Cup. I thought it was super cool. I have to plug it in right here. And then we do have a quick plug. We have the new Artemio mouse. I actually have this. I got this. And we also...
I didn't get one. Somebody's in trouble.
I didn't get one either.
Yeah, I got one. So we have that as well.
The Artemio mouse gamepad and then this Artemio mouse.
Also,
oh my God, it's so
if you guys
mouse.
are in Tokyo, do show up early. I know for a fact there will be a brand new merch item. It's a plushie that I think a lot of us have always wanted.
Turn your head so they can see.
Show them the light.
That is going to be for sale, and I guarantee you it's going to sell out right away. Mm-hmm. So do show up. And other than that, we'll see you guys live.
Anybody else have something to say?
Yeah, anything else to say? We will be live at the event. Come say hi. Come chat with us. Yep. If you have any questions.
If not, guys, again, show support. Watch the stream. If you can't be here in person, if you can be in person, come say hello to us. We'd love to say hello to you. If you're not here, say hello from home. If we catch you, we'll say hello back in chat. But on that note, on behalf of Topa V, Childish, Fairy, Sean B, J-Mac, and myself, thank you all for watching. Thank you for supporting Summoners War all these 10 years. It's been a pleasure hanging out with you guys, knowing you guys, meeting you guys. Support us for 10 more years, guys. We'll see you on the other side. Have fun watching tomorrow. We'll have fun from here. And until the next one, take care, everybody.
Bye. Arigato. Hey.
100 years of glory and sadness too. Nothing could compare to all you've been through. In this long despair, tears are